We do this every Monday, 3:30 Central. And it's Thanksgiving week.
Oh my gosh, it's a holiday.
Ben is ready to take a nap. We had some turkey earlier today because Ben's favorite thing about Thanksgiving is having turkey every day of the week of Thanksgiving. And so, I know, who's no shame in that.
Turkey soup and turkey sandwiches.
No shame in that. It gives Ben an excuse to be, essentially a little bit.
Well, I gotta have an excuse
sleepy.
I gotta have an excuse for this guy.
We both have an excuse for that one.
What are we talking about today, though, man?
Talking about the 5 things we are thankful for in multifamily.
Yes.
Threw that one on Shanna a little bit
Very
last
on the
second.
nose.
I know people were going to watch to learn probably a very interesting topic about marketing your brand, but we'll say that for next time.
Yeah.
Which I won't be here next week, so you guys will figure that one out without me.
I don't know how we're gonna do it, dude.
I don't
How are we
know.
gonna trudge forward without you?
I don't know. I'll
man?
be on vacation, and I will.
Lucky you. I
will
guess somebody
skip
has
that
to be
one out.
back here and actually work.
I know,
okay?
Ben. No trust.
I will
You
have
have
a
full
vacation
confidence you need to steer the
at
ship.
some point in the near future. But no, I was thinking about it over the weekend. I was like, hey, I want to talk about some of the stuff that we're thankful for, right? Why do we love multifamily? Why do we talk about it almost every single week, right? And what are some of the things that you should be thankful for and why you're listening to this show right now about multifamily? So we're going to get right into this thing. I think the first thing is...
Yeah, what do we always say one of the most important things in multifamily is?
People.
People, right?
Yeah.
It's what I love about it is
Partners.
people, numbers, and systems, things that I like. And so, and people means a lot of things, right?
Yep.
It might mean your bald partner, right? It might mean your investors. It might mean your tenants. And really, for any deal, right, whether it's coming in on the buy side, the sales side, or the operational side, a lot of people have to come together and have the same goal and get it done. Whether you're closing the deal, it's the operators with their attorneys, with their mortgage brokers, with their lenders, with everybody has the goal of, okay, this asset is worth that price. We're all going to go get it closed and buy it, and we're all interested in investing in it.
The team,
Yeah,
right?
a team.
The team.
To the operation side, right? Again, what are all the people that are involved in operations?
Yep.
Usually the operator, the asset manager, and the management company, right? And that really means all the on-site personnel, and then to some degree the lender, right? They're usually involved there, and they're asking for quarterly financials. Maybe you're doing CapEx draws and some of these other nuances.
Yeah, no, we don't want them to be involved after the fact, but they typically are, right? But I think investors to tenants to everybody in between, right? It's really is a people person business, right? Like you said, half of it's numbers, half of it's people, right? And I think in a lot of ways you can leverage other people's experience, other people's net worth, other people's time, right? Other people's contacts, right? I think in a lot of ways, right, we're part of a lot of masterminds, and a lot of masterminds is just being close to people that know other people, or, where you could come together with people that you normally wouldn't be, right? So I think multifamily is a great business to be in because it's a lot of entrepreneurial people. And, because of that, most people are abundance mindset types, and they're gonna, be, hey, yeah, go talk to Joe Blow, and he'll help you on this, and he'll help you on that, right? And that's gonna get you closer to your end goal, which is financial freedom and spending more time with your family and friends, or whatever it might be, right? Whatever your end result is, right? The people that are in this business, your team, is gonna get you there a lot more quickly, right? But we're gonna talk about some of the other fun stuff too, right?
Absolutely. So what are the things are we very thankful for, Ben, that help grease the wheels and make the world go round in our business?
Debt. And people are like, what? Debt? We're not talking about consumer debt here, people, right?
There's
credit
good
cards
debt and bad debt.
And even credit cards, they can be leveraged. They just have to be done a certain way, right?
So you're saying I should not buy that new watch on a credit card?
You should absolutely not do that, right? But there's good types of debt too, right?
Yep.
And when you can get good long-term fixed debt on commercial real estate, that's a good thing. You're leveraging the bank's money.
Yeah.
Right, and right now,
which
debt
is cheaper
cheap.
money, right? And that's the
way
thing. I mean,
cheaper.
why do we leverage a deal, right? We could raise all the money if we wanted to. You do it because guess what? The bank only wants 3, 4, 5% on the top side.
Yeah.
My investors want 10, 11, 12, 13. Actually, really, annualized, they want 15 to 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And so, which one is cheaper? The bank.
Yeah.
So by taking the bank's money, that makes me get more returns on the remaining money and actually allow my investors to get that 15 to 20%.
It juices it, right? And really, multifamily is the only, and this, you can look this up, folks, right? Because the Fannie and Freddie are our biggest partners on these deals. They help stopgap a lot of the industry, right? The federal government subsidizes debt on these, right? Why do they do that? right? It's because they want us to provide clean, quality, affordable housing for people, right? So to incentivize commercial real estate investors to invest in this stuff, they are going to provide us with some of the best debt known to the planet. Really. I mean, you go and look at office, you look at industrial, you're not getting non-recourse, 30 years amortization, up to 15-year notes with, full-time IO and interest rates that are sometimes in the below 3. You're just people have never seen that before. And even when I got into the business, right, I was underwriting stuff that was closer to 5. Now interest rates are really between, call it 3 and 3.5, depending on the type of deal that you're looking at, right? It's incredible. So why wouldn't you leverage debt?
Yep.
Right? And that's one of the reasons why we love multifamily. One of the reasons why we're thankful.
Yes.
Right?
Because if that debt was 20%, we probably wouldn't be able to buy the deals we're buying.
No, absolutely not. Right? And then this is a great segue, right? So there's a little thing that everybody's been hearing about in the market. It's called inflation. All right? So everything is going up in price. Your gas, your food, your used cars.
Ben's haircut has not gone up in price.
It used to be that's actually kind of funny. It used to be $25, but I went back there this week.
But you paid $25 for your haircut?
$30 now, dude.
Give me $5 and I'll do your hair.
They do the hot towel and the whole thing. Shanna's laughing at me.
Well, Shanna's laughing because she was practicing this weekend, so she is one more practice haircut away from being able to do your hair.
Who wants to shave my head? All right, we can do it on Instagram.
We actually should do a prize giveaway to our audience to come out for
it's really not that
and be allowed to shave Ben's hair a day or two before.
It's really not that common. I don't really have much to shave.
Great price.
It doesn't actually get
so
very
my
long.
hair, for the record, all in with tip and everything, I'm at like 15. The same guy that's been doing my hair for like 15 years.
But when they do that straight razor, man, it's an art. Okay, it's an art. I don't want them to scrape my head doing this.
Yeah,
but the point is, all of this stuff has gone up, right? And why is that? It's because we're in an inflationary time right now, right? So they've pumped a lot of money into the market over the last 2 years because of COVID and all the programs that have put out, right? That causes things to go up in price, right? So across the board, you're going to have everything that's more expensive, including rent.
And the reason we're thankful for it, right, is guess what's a great asset class to be in whenever inflation is around? Real estate,
commercial
right?
real estate.
Rents are going up, right? That only helps improve the NOI, right?
Yep.
Your values usually with inflationary environments, more money is looking to get into a safe asset class like real estate.
Yes.
Right, which leads to compression, some of the other things. So it's actually a great asset class to be in. Every time I read the inflation news, it's kind of like, all right, what other impacts does it have? But then I'm also thankful that I am in real estate.
And so people are going to be like, you're thankful for inflation, but we just talked about debt. So whenever you have fixed debt, right, or things that are variable but you can fix it with an interest rate cap, right, you're essentially hedging inflation by doing that, right? So you're taking money now that will obviously translate into future, right? And at the end of the day, it definitely helps juice the returns, right?
Yes.
Now
that said, a way to fight inflation typically is interest rates to go back up.
Yeah.
Right, which is a contrarian.
But
It's definitely a risk
rate now.
But yeah, if you have the right kind of debt, usually that's okay.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, these things are you're able to hedge against inflation because you're in fixed debt in commercial real estate, which in itself is a store of value. Right. So instead of putting all your money under the mattress or in the bank, and we met some folks last week that had millions of dollars in the bank, right? They're losing money every month because of inflation. They need to deploy that into something that is going to be above that 4 or 5% inflation rate that it is right now. Otherwise, you're losing money. So people need to understand that in commercial real estate, multifamily, the debt that you can get into it will be a hedge against that, right? Look it up. I'm not an economist, folks, right? I'm not here to, get into the specifics and the particulars about how it all works, but it's a great thing and we're thankful for it right now. One of the big things that I talk about all the time, right, is tax advantages. That is one of the most important things that people need to understand when it comes to commercial real estate and multifamily in particular, right? Is that you can do things like cost segregation and bonus depreciation and accelerated depreciation, all these creative things that some of which cost segregation has been around for 100 years, some of which is a little bit newer, but it essentially allows you to provide paper losses down to yourself, which is the GP, or if you're an LP, right? You can also, depending on your tax status, once again, we're not CPAs, you need to go talk to your own CPA about this and see if you qualify. Sometimes you can offset not only your passive income, but your active income too, right? If you're a real estate professional. You're not going to be able to do that in every industry, right? Now, depreciation will go. You can do that in single-family homes, but I mean, at the end of the day, you're not going to do cost segregation on the single-family home.
You're not going to get the amount of depreciation losses that we get.
And it won't offset the amount of cost that it takes to do the study, right? But on a 500-unit deal, and it costs us $3,000 to do it, it's a great investment for us to do because it's going to provide 50, 60, sometimes upwards of 100% offset in years one. Right? Not only year 5, but year 1. And so tax advantages is one of the biggest reasons why I'm thankful for multifamily. And I think people need to continue to look it up. You know, Tom Wheelwright's coming out to our event in February here, MFIN.
And he's going to tell you why you are a patriot by leveraging tax benefits.
I'm nothing but a patriot, my friend. You know, but no, we're following the letter of the law, right? You know, I mean, people want to get mad about, you know, this politicians or that politician not paying enough money because of this or that. Guess what? They're in commercial real estate. They're just taking advantage of the tax law. And if you want to get mad, you can go and talk to your congressman or your senator about it, right? So anyway, tax advantages, big reason why multifamily is very, very popular these days. People are kind of getting wind of this, and it's very, very powerful, right? And I'd say last, but certainly not least, one of the big things that I'm thankful for in multifamily is syndication. Now, syndication's been around for a while, and it's not necessarily specific to multifamily, but we love leveraging the power of syndication.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it allows a group of people to get together and go do something bigger, better together.
Yeah.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Oh,
and syndication allows that. Yeah, that's right. Don't worry, if anyone wants to make that quote, you know, send me a little bit of royalty, get that printed out.
I'm positive that was not you, dude.
I just thought of that one on the spot.
No way.
You've heard that before?
Dude, that has to be in a book. Somebody that's listening in, please comment. That is he did not make that up on the fly.
Maybe I didn't.
He said it so
Ben is wondering. Ben is like, wow.
He said it so confidently. I'm like, did he not make that up? I'm almost positive I read that in the book.
I just thought of that on the fly. I mean, you know, it's just there's no shame in that.
That might be Dale Carnegie.
But syndication allows you to do things that you would not be able to do otherwise, right? And structure it correctly, both as a passive investor and an operator, everybody can win, right?
Yeah.
As a passive investor, you know, you can be structured in place. It's a situation where you are first in line, you know, you're protected.
Yep.
And as an operator, if you're out there to do the right thing, you know, you can definitely get rewarded handsomely for the upside.
Yeah. You're leveraging people, time, experience, you know, relationships. All of these things is what syndication does, right? You're leveraging all of these things to go and buy bigger and better things than you could potentially do it on your own. Now, we have a lot of friends in the business that do their own stuff. They like to do JVs. That's cool, right? For us right now in our career at syndication, we love it, you know, and I think it's a way for the LP investors to also leverage our experience, right? We're out there bird dogging deals, and we're running the traps on the underwriting, and we're negotiating, and we're building those broker relationships. We're doing all kinds of crazy ass stuff. Excuse my French, right? But they don't have to do any of that. They have to fill out 4 pieces of paperwork, and they have to make 1 wire transfer, right? So they are leveraging our experience and our hustle to get into deals, and then they can invest passively in. Yeah. So syndication on both sides of the table is very, very powerful, and I'd say that's the thing that I'm most thankful for.
Yeah, and Shanna did look it up and confirm that indeed that quote had never been said ever in the history of time.
Oh my gosh, some kind of variation.
No,
She's shaking her head. No, that's definitely not correct.
But yeah, I looked it up.
You are looking it up.
The very first thing it basically
See, he does do work. He's
African proverb.
Oh my gosh, that cannot be. That sounds like a Dale Carnegie type thing.
If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
All right, we're moving along.
Ferris Musa sounds like a much better option.
You know, you better not try to copyright that. All right, so because we love our viewers, we want to hear from you. We want to see you in person, right? We've got a big conference coming up. I alluded to it earlier. If you watched the show, you probably heard us talk about it every single week, right? MFIN
Multifamily Investor Network. It's going to be the big one.
Oh my gosh.
400 or 500 people. We've already had tremendous interest, and it probably will sell out actually. So if you are interested, get your tickets soon. We are doing the Thanksgiving sale, and prices will go up every week, on the hour.
Oh my gosh.
So sooner the better.
Oh my gosh. All right, so you get $120 off. Are we making any money on this? I doubt it, but that's not the point. We want to see everybody out there. That is the point of it. It's all about networking. It's about getting content and getting good people into the same room, and then building those relationships, leveraging those people that we talked about, right? One of the things that we're thankful for, right? So check out investornetwork.com. Put in Thanksgiving at checkout, get your $120 off your ticket price. This is the Thanksgiving sale for our February 12th conference, 2022. Tom Wheelwright, Garrett Sutton, Robert Helms. We've got plenty of other people coming, plenty of other panels, ton of content. It's a one-day event. You're getting shot out of a cannon. You're going to learn some stuff, and you're going to ultimately build those relationships. So come check it out, and check out the website as well for future updates, and get yourself a ticket. It's still far enough away you can still plan. There's plenty of good flights coming in too.
And
right?
if people have comments, questions, please go ahead and post them. We will answer them live. We'll go through a few of these. Let's see. So Trevor says, I'm thankful for you both. Always give us great content.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. And look forward to seeing you, I'm sure, because prolific networker over here, Trevor.
That guy, he knows how to network. He knows how to network.
Let's keep going. Samuel says, ciao, everyone. Ciao.
All right. Hey, thanks, buddy.
Trevor says, great event. You should sign up today to join us. Definitely, and look forward to seeing you all there.
All right.
Our
stuff's pretty straightforward, right? Today is things that we're thankful for. And I would, ultimately we want it to be an interactive show. So if you guys can think of anything else, why do you love multifamily? Why do you love commercial real estate, right? What are you thankful for? And we're going to want to say the other thing too, we're thankful for our viewers, right? We get so much feedback about, I saw you guys on Monday Mondays. We don't know how many people we're touching with this show. So it's always great for you to comment, share, like, give us that thumbs up. That continues to give us momentum and motivation to keep out and come put new content out there, right? So what's coming up next week when you are on vacation? We're building your brand in real estate. So this is all about marketing, building probably a personal brand, maybe even a corporate brand as well. I think that they're two separate things. They're both equally important, and they come in different times, and you have to understand how the nuances are. But people need to realize that if you want to get big in this business and you want to raise money through syndication, you got to get your name out there, right? Unless you're just tied into some good old boy network and you've got millions of dollars at your disposal, you're going to have to get out there and build your own brand.
Totally
so
agree.
we'll open up our kimono a little bit and talk about that next week with hopefully a guest host, or maybe you're just going to see Ben and his bald head up here on his own. Who knows?
No one's going to tune in on that one. So
nobody wants to see
We'll find
that.
someone.
So we'll find somebody.
So with that said, any more comments, questions? If you do, leave them. Otherwise, we will call it a wrap here early. And we'll see you guys next week. Going once, twice. Thank you for tuning in. Money Mondays, every Monday, 3:30 Central. See you guys. Ben will see you guys next week. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.